He muted me. He muted my mic. Can you believe that? Odd Squad, leave me a comment. If you think cash advance is rude, drop a comment.
Had your mic muted?
He did. Riverbank, Cross Bank, Indian banks that be charging people like 500%. That's him.
All right. You want to know why your mic was muted? Is because we were starting this as if it was a new episode, but you got to go ahead and mess that up. Whatever. You can just say welcome to, like you're going to do, like all the podcasts that you do.
This isn't a podcast. It's a show.
Okay.
Welcome to our daily drip show. I am your co-host, Jim Jones. And who I got sitting over there with that hat?
Plain Dame at your service.
Hat Squad.
Yeah, Hatfish.
What you got going on, Credit One?
I got everything going on. Call me everything but broke. I don't care what it is. Key name. Cash is pay. I get paid. I get money. Money I got.
Cash is pay. Got cash in play.
Oh, before we start, we're going to do a RIP.
It's murder.
I did not
Rest
know
in
he
peace.
produced so much stuff, by the way.
Oh, is he gone? I thought he was just in a coma. He gone?
No, he's gone, man.
Oh,
He's
man.
gone.
Okay.
Yes, the producer of Can I Live? One of my favorite Jay-Z songs. Can I Live? So many.
All of Murder Inc., man.
I get a what to my niggas, but all of my who don't love, you get no dough. Yeah, he produced that. Brought
50 came in
DMX,
and just...
yeah, brought DMX and Jay-Z together for Money Cash.
Oh,
them
I didn't
together
know he
for the
produced
first time.
that.
No, Swiss Beats did, but he is the one who actually got them
Orchestrator.
into the same. He put the whole play in motion, and he was also the
Oh.
guy that said, "Hey, we got 100 people from Rockefeller on one side. We got 100 people over here from the Rough Riders. Man, you all should do a tour. It'll be crazy." Yeah, rest in peace, man. He was a genius.
He brought out Ashanti, right? That's how she got
Yep.
on.
Oh yeah,
Jaru, Ashanti, everybody who pulled up
Vita.
through Murder. Yeah, Vita, she was good. Charlie Baltimore.
Charlie Baltimore.
Yeah, that was my
He is
show.
the one who saved Def Jam. If it wasn't for him, Def Jam would have never signed DMX. DMX, they was like, he's barking. This is not going to work. A year later, he sells 5 million records. He told them from then on, hey, get behind me. I make it happen.
Get thee behind me.
So yeah, rest in peace, Irv Gotti. I just want to make sure we start off with that because I had to put some respect on his name. I didn't know I was listening to when they were talking about all the different artists he's basically supported. I'm like, wow, it's crazy. And different songs.
Yeah, man. Man, I just got an infusion of cash of $200 million. And you know what he said? This is for my children.
Hey, you want to make sure they was taken care of before he was out of here. You know what? Hope he put that in trust so they'll be able to keep it in perpetuity and have that trust with some stipulations so that everybody do what they supposed to do. And the fam does this, and y'all abide by that. This is called family rules that you put in the trust. I'm trying to give some game right now to families that
drizzling that drip.
When you start trying to build actual quote unquote legacy, how people be talking, we building legacy. How you keep the legacy is you keep strings on your people from the grave. So you say in order to get, that's what a real trust fund baby is. Real trust fund baby got to hold up to the stipulations of the trust, or guess what? You're out of the trust, the family trust. If there's no trust, there's no us.
Big trip. Big trip.
Yeah, I just want to make sure we shouted him out a little bit before we... Eventually, we'll talk a little bit about music industry, but I just want to start that off with that because we're going to go ahead and get into what we normally do, which is the Trump show at that point, because it's just going to be unlimited Trump Specifically, we're going to talk about these sanctuary cities. Now, y'all know that these sanctuary cities, if you're not aware, you've been living under a rock, but there are cities in the United States in which they are allowing illegal immigrants or undocumented people who may not have went through the judicial system quite yet to stay there and not have, what should we say, legal ramifications, and they can have asylum. Recently, and what Trump actually ran on was, I don't play that. We're not going to do that. So he cut their publishing. So he took their publishing. And so this is where we are with this right now.
I'm going to take their publishing.
Thank you.
Well, for the viewers out there, who takes publishing?
Michael Jackson.
Since we saying rest in peace to Cat.
Michael Jackson.
They won't listen, so I'll take their publishing. These are the breaks. Break it up.
I mean,
break it up.
Drake too, technically.
Washington now, and Pam Bondi sworn in today as Attorney General.
All right, one of her first directives ordering the Justice Department to pause funding for sanctuary cities, a list which, of course, includes New York City. Fox 5's Jessica Formosa live in Midtown with what this could mean for New York. Jessica.
Stephen, Natasha, that's right. She is not wasting any time and has put out a memo which essentially says that sanctuary cities and states that do not cooperate and interfere with enforcement operations will not be getting any federal funding. As you just said, New York City is a sanctuary city and it does not cooperate with ICE and deportation proceedings. Now, take a look. This is the 3-page memo. It says state and local actors may not impede, obstruct, or otherwise fail to comply with lawful immigration-related directives. Bondi has also directed a 60-day pause on distribution of funds as they identify and evaluate all funding agreements with non-governmental organizations that provide support to, quote, illegal aliens. According to the think tank Center for Immigration Studies, in 2023, the DOJ provided $1.56 billion in funding to sanctuary cities. The U.S. Committee for Refugees and Immigrants, a not-for-profit international organization dedicated to addressing the needs and rights of refugees and immigrants, says such actions could disrupt critical programs funded by federal dollars, including public safety initiatives, disaster relief, housing support, and healthcare services. These cuts are not just an attack on immigrants, they are an assault on the well-being of every resident in these cities. Here's Randy Zellen, former prosecutor.
It's not simply you're a sanctuary city, you get no money from mom and dad. What I understand it to mean is that if you are a sanctuary city, and from this point going forward, you do anything to obstruct or impair or impede the Trump administration's efforts to enforce its immigration policies, if you get in the way of ICE, if you do anything to make it difficult for the administration, at that point, you will be subject to having your funding cut off.
It is unclear how this will affect New York City. We know the mayor
Look at
has
that
been
pictures.
speaking with
That's
ICE,
crazy.
and the NYPD has been assisting ICE with those migrants with a criminal record. We know Mayor Adams will be in D.C. tomorrow attending a national prayer breakfast where President Trump will also be in attendance. We have also learned the mayor will be testifying before the House Congressional Oversight Committee on Sanctuary Cities on March 5th. Now back to Bondi and her directives. She has set up a group, this weaponization group, to investigate those who have investigated President Trump and have brought criminal and federal charges against the president. On that list, former special counsel Jack Smith, Manhattan DA Alvin Bragg, and New York State Attorney Letitia James. That's the latest we have from Midtown tonight. I'm Jessica.
I like how they slid that in there.
Link to the content creators will be in the description. We appreciate our content creators and we look forward to transforming the information into our own words, thoughts, and activities. We are looking to drip upon this. Let us go.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's crazy. My guy said, not only am I getting up out of here, all y'all who was against me, I'm getting y'all up out of here too. Yeah. Sheesh. Quickly, swiftly. No hesitation.
Let pink slip everybody, let God sort them out. That's what he said.
Man. And I like how they just, that had nothing to do with the sanctuary cities. By the way, We're talking about
Right.
this one person, but he about to anybody who's his enemy.
Be like, by the way, if you came at me, update your damn resume. You will be on deed indeed.
That's wild. That I didn't even catch that. That was whew. So sanctuary cities.
Yeah.
Yeah, these sanctuary cities, it's sanctuary cities like New York, I think it's Austin, Denver,
New York, Austin, Texas, Denver, a couple places outside of Chicago, San Francisco, a whole bunch of Californian.
I was gonna say California.
Yeah, California.
You know what they saying? Orange bastard can't throw me out. You know where he's saying it? Across the border. Hey, sanctuary ain't much of a sanctuary.
He treating them like they ain't paid their bills. You like, oh, okay, keep playing with me. You gonna come home and try to flip on that light switch. Don't not come home. That's it.
The lights wasn't in your name. It was in mine. I take my time back. That's what he said.
He really is.
No, you can't listen. That is the way they moving, they have to be treated accordingly. Understand that you are harvesting fugitives at this point. That's just it. You know what I mean?
That was harsh.
How else you gonna look at it? These are people who broke laws and got here.
They were told to. They were told to come and then don't come.
Don't come. Don't come.
You can come, but don't come. I'm coming. This hole that's 6 degrees northwest beyond a Texas border where they can't see you. Don't go through there. Don't text us, because if you text us, there, we gonna fund you. What? So Trump said enough.
Don't come there. Yeah. Don't come there.
Meanwhile, people in North Carolina are like this. Ooh, help! Ooh, I have nowhere to be. Ooh, where's my cat? Meanwhile, we got Roberto Rodriguez is chilling. He eating a sandwich. Eating a sandwich, watching the news right now, talking about
this is crazy, my friend.
This is crazy. Look, somebody in there, man, my soda is flat. I need some ice, and everybody just started running.
But him cutting the services, he technically is cutting services too, though, like hospitals, public services, school funding. Like he'll be cutting all of that at that point. And maybe he's trying to squeeze, but you're going to just hurt the people. So I don't know.
You're doing it to get compliance. That's
really tell that to your elected officials. They the ones over there with their chest out talking about some, hell no, we won't go. We not listening to the orange man. He can't come tell me what to do.
I don't think I've heard.
You independent. That's what that sounds like to me.
Look,
so go ahead and be independent then.
That's what you do, Puerto Rico.
Exactly. Oh, you independent now. You don't need my money. Before I'm too old. This reminds me of a relationship where I might be a little bit older. You know what I'm saying? I got a little young thing. I'm like, hey, little young thing, it's time for us to go out. And then they be like, no, sugar daddy, you next time. Oh, next time. Yeah, but I need my rent paid. Oh, you
get
need
your
your
independent ass out of here. Question.
Is their water bill due, huh? Oh, okay. Oh, it's dry out. It's dry in.
Nails need a refill, huh?
I'll wait.
Patron got a little low, huh?
I'll wait.
Ain't got nothing to smoke on, do you? You miss me a little bit, don't you? Yeah, I know. What's that? Sewer building came up? It's funny how we didn't talk about that last month when you had your chest all out and you was cock-a-doodle-doo talking to your friends about, I don't need him. I don't care nothing about orange man. Can't do nothing for me.
Now your baby needs some diapers.
He said, listen here. I told you, you can't have no more company. They need to leave by 9 because I'm coming over there. I'm coming through there.
Don't come.
Don't come. Don't come. Oh, so my money can show up, but you don't want me there.
Don't come.
I'm
God give
coming.
it, God
come.
take it away. He was like, all right.
Yeah, water bill due.
Mm-hmm. How you gonna wash your ass?
Whole lot of clapping about to be happening. That's all I could say.
Oh yeah, it's
Look,
gonna.
I done took
It
the
used to
water
be
away.
dry around here. It's gonna be
You can't even do a
real.
whole bath now. You can't even go to the sink. Sir, it started with the no hot water. You sink almost. I gotta
Rain
get
on
ready
me.
for work.
Over there singing "Rain on Me."
No, it's over with. It's over with. What you mean your roads is messed up? What you mean you got potholes in your lawn?
So, you got potholes. Oh, okay. Oh, your schools need books?
You better tell them to go on Instagram and read a caption. That's free.
Do y'all think that this will affect how 2026 goes?
It's going to affect who they elect next. Because at the end of the day, as a public official, you got to put the people first. You got to put your ego way somewhere else. You got to be able to work with people. Because
Do people want, I don't know, maybe I could be disconnected, but do people feel the same way their elected official is moving? Are they actually being a voice for the people?
This is what they voted for. Because at the end of the day, listen, we've been here. These people were told to come.
Don't
They
come.
just set up shop. We didn't ask them to come.
Don't
I
come.
voted for you. You said, stay there. They kept
Don't
coming.
come.
And not only did you let them come, you told them, hey, whatever you need, we got y'all.
Right.
Meanwhile,
you ain't really did nothing but piss people off that we're here. We're here.
We've been here.
We're here. Yeah.
What do you mean I can't get no stamps? I make too much.
Right.
Eduardo is getting paid under the table too, on top of what y'all giving him.
Allegedly.
And the receipts started popping up though.
Allegedly.
That's what was pissing everybody off. They was dropping them receipts, and they had a couple stacks.
Oh, you mean the food stamps and stuff? Yeah.
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 It's bad enough that the schools are already struggling as we get, like, public schools are already struggling. So I don't know what they about to do. But
they can't read, so why they need books?
Right. You might as well get them cats iPads and call it a day. Teach them how to code something.
They can't
you
read.
Talking about you talking about the immigrants, or you talking about the kids?
I'm talking about kids. I'm talking about the kids. They talking about what about the schools? You mean the schools where they got a bunch of books but can't read them? Because no child left behind? No dollar left behind. God give it, God snatch it back. Tell them we got some recycled iPads. Matter of fact, the iPads and the electronics and the phones we're going to take back from the people that's here that shouldn't be here. Let's give them to the babies.
But to answer your question on 2020, what it means for 2026, though, I'm going to bring it back to that. What it means is that people who were in these sanctuary cities that are feeling the brunt of these things, all the services that are going to get taken away because of this, and it's really because we got officials that are trying to be unpatriotic, trying to have a stand where more than not, even the people who were in these sanctuary cities that voted for their opposition, but probably kept them because I'll keep that person. But I don't agree with none of this immigration stuff. So I'm going to split my ticket. You didn't do nothing but put a target on yourself because the mandate is there. And we all have to understand that really what America is doing is coagulating. I'm going to use a big old college word. What that means is coming together like butt cheeks. And so that's what we're doing in order to start pushing certain agendas. Now, do we agree with everything that's going on? I'm going to have to say no. Trump is really doing the shotgun method here. He blasting all types of papers. He pushing everything through, knowing that it might even be 60% of this stuff that don't even work, but 40% gonna get through. And you're gonna have to figure that shit out. That's really what he's saying, is that all this is going, Hail Mary's getting tossed. I'm scoring buckets. This is all Right, he's Steph Curry over here. He ain't no defense getting played. He all offense right now.
He ain't even crossing. He just catching and shooting it. This is football. He just out running.
He running through the end zone, dunking on a goal
What's
post.
the play? Hail Mary.
Dancing, awesome. Bottom line is that by 2026, there's going to be a degree of normalcy because whether they like it or not, it's going to happen. You could try to grandstand all you want. Colonel Custer had a grandstand too. We see how that played out. This majority rule. People have spoken. They don't want a sanctuary city where you got, come on, man, you got gangs running through the city talking about we charging rent now. It's our hood, F-worm, and all this kind of stuff. So no, it's over with. You might as well go ahead and bend the knee and kiss the ring and work with that man because it just means more money for your base that votes for you. And when Trump show up, he's such a, once he come through that city, he's such an imposing figure. He might point at somebody in the crowd and say, you could be governor. And all of a sudden, Randy Jeffries is on the ticket because he endorsed him. So that's just the power of it. So it's just, but at the end of the day, he's not telling them anything bad. Those people are here illegally and they're using up our resources. So it is what it is. Where it's not been much of a sanctuary to anybody, at least not those who's already been occupying it legally.
So they got whole states on here. They got whole sanctuary counties now. Ridiculous. So this is probably going to be everywhere that it's a Democratic stronghold that you can see. So, yeah. New Mexico has several counties on here.
It's interesting. It is interesting for Republicans to be like, hey, I don't want to have big government. Let the states.
If you're in Ohio, I know we be talking about Ohio a lot. Franklin County, where's that at?
Columbus, right?
Yep, Columbus. Hamilton County.
Cincinnati, Lorraine's near Cleveland, and Mahoning County, I think is, don't let me call it, but I think it's Southern Ohio too.
You see Cuyahoga County on there?
We ain't going for that.
Ain't no money for that. The Bill ain't going for that. No can do.
Like I was saying, I think it's interesting
what state is that? Go back up a little bit.
The whole thing.
Yeah, it's everything. Virginia.
Wow, I'm surprised.
Virginia is definitely for lovers, and they love their sanctuary cities.
Every county. These are sanctuary counties now.
But it's like I said, it's interesting that Republicans really like for the states to have power to do what they want, not have like big government. But it's interesting because a sanctuary city is like a smaller part of the bigger government. If we want to give it back to the states and the cities, then why are you messing with them at that point? I guess that's my question. Like you are an advocate of, I don't want to govern from top down like that, then leave them alone.
My Detroit players, Wayne County. Y'all going for that? Let us know in the comments.
Yes.
For real.
You cool with them bleeding your resources? Put C in the comments.
SEE, SEA, or the letter C? Because the way you said it, I'm not sure.
He mean SI.
C.
SEI.
SEI. Are you all for?
Please don't misspell. Please don't misspell C. C is just SI with the accent on the top. Y'all tripping. Y'all going where CIE. My God.
If you cool with your county being overran by some folks who wasn't born there, but all of a sudden you wake up and they got a house near yours and you didn't ask for them to be there, put a C in the comment. If you disagree, put no.
Okay, we're going to do our last segment of the night with that late night drip. This is our first time hopping this late night drip where we are going to talk about culture and relationships. So see how this goes. And we're going to start with your boy, Ye.
Oh God.
The Ye cycle. And really that's the only one we're going to touch on today because that's more than enough. So the Ye cycle, y'all know Kanye. If you don't, he is a rapper, producer, was under Rockefeller Records, I believe I want to say. He was under the ROC. Let me not do that before they getting up. I end up with a RICO, so let me not do the ROC.
Oh, you're gonna take that. Take that.
Yeah, if we get in trouble, they'll be like,
See,
Jim Jones, take her. And so Kanye and his wife stole the show at the Grammys with their barely their fashion.
yeah,
Not sure if y'all saw that, but
I seen that. I seen that.
do you think it's attention seeking? And go dang. You think it's attention seeking? Him always got his wife naked?
Of course. It would be interesting to see her clothed at this point because it's like there's been listen.
She don't be wearing just hoodies.
That uncooked chicken have been all over the world like that. We've been watching this show go on for months now. And I'm just like, she don't even carry his last name. So, it's
what is her name?
Her last name
Naked.
is Surrey.
Her name is Naked.
AKA Bear Fruit.
Let me look up what her name
AKA
is.
Chicken Little. Bianca.
Yes. Yeah. The thing is that without her being naked, I'm just gonna be all the way real. If she was a part of any movie, she'd be fighting against the Lycans. If she wasn't naked, I would not be looking at her because I'm just saying the
AI
ears is
Kim.
crazy. Yeah,
That's
for real.
AI Kim.
Yes. Okay. So do you think that it's profitable?
It is because it plays to people's imagination, but it's a power move. That's the whole thing right now. Ye wants to show that he has power. That girl, the book that she's gonna write is gonna be a very interesting one because it's gonna be all about power. The only reason, keep in mind, she started out on his design team. When he met her, she was designing for him. She is actually, believe it or not, for someone who doesn't wear clothes much, she's a stylist, which is insane.
Wow. So this is them making art. That's really what this is. This is them using the world's reaction as art. I will try to make it a genius move on his behalf.
Bottom line is, if it was a situation where he could have did that, had Kim doing that, he would have. Because right now, everything to me with him is manic. It's like he's just acting out.
But he said he ain't. He said he autistic.
Let's get into it then.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. We can look at it like that. But bottom line is that he got common sense. If his mother was still around, he wouldn't be doing half the stuff he's doing. He's acting out. And then not to mention he ran his bands back up to where he's a billionaire again. So it's all a power play. It's all to say, I have all this power. Ooh, look, I got a pretty wife.
That's his life like this.
He tried to be like, get my money up and I blew it again. Oh.
Yeah. Not to mention, quietly, he wants to be Drake. That's what we're seeing too.
Let's get into it.
He's trying to. He wants
to do that.
This is it right here.
Something about your personality doesn't feel like it's bipolar. I've seen bipolar before. Yeah. I've seen she's educated, so I've seen bipolar before, and come to find out, it's really a case of autism. Wow. That I have. And autism takes you to a Rain Man thing where you're like, oh man, I'm gonna wear this Trump hat because I just like Trump in general. And then when people tell you to not do it, you just get on that one point. And that's my problem when fans tell me to do my album a certain way. Yeah. I'll do it the opposite way just because la, I got my money, right? Yeah.
So you're just an asshole.
He's basically a genius. He's a genius asshole that's accomplished a whole lot.
I have no other words. I'm sorry, Squad, but that's just the most appropriate word I can find.
Yeah.
Here, speaking of assholes,
he's canceled, remember?
For y'all. Hold on. Speaking of assholes, let me pull.
My filter is beeping. I'm sorry, y'all. That is not a fire alarm. It's not a fire alarm.
Oh, God.
Who is it? Oh no. Oh no.
Right?
We can't hear her.
I don't think you want to anyway. Very difficult to identify a black woman because of racism. Simply means that your brain functions in a different way. So when you're neurodivergent, it means you have tendencies. They're all considered outside of what the neurotypical way of doing things is. You represent a manner in which people misrepresent. You get people saying things like, you're difficult.
Even you reading like this
you
for
are
her
nasty.
is just making me want to go to bed.
None of those things, right? No. But they're attributing it to things that are not actually action-based. I don't beat people. I don't lie to people. I don't stab people in the back. I don't operate in a nasty, certain tone, makes people feel like
speaking doesn't make them feel a certain way.
And that's impacting you?
Yes. It is actually a part of being autistic that you are very, very sensitive to what people think about you because you are always keenly aware that you are an alien. You are keenly aware that you are different. You are keenly aware that something is very odd about you, and you're always trying to make the room feel good.
Yeah.
Where all these adult autistic people came from? I'm trying to can somebody help me out? I am lost. Story time. We gonna go boom.
Self-diagnosis story.
I specifically remember a kid who was autistic in school when I went to school. And at the time, back when I went to school, no one was like, oh, this kid is on the spectrum. They used to just be like, we know what black people used to say, what they used to call somebody.
Get a little touch.
Or slow.
Or slow. Right. And that's what we used in the culture used to say. And that was a wide range of you are not doing the exact same things everybody else doing. That's just what that was. You didn't really get treated any different. If anything, people just like, leave that boy alone. He a little touched, right? This kid specifically, I remember used to take his hands and rub them like this, and his hands would be chafed. And he would tell you about all the locomotives. Only reason why I know what that even means, because he would tell me about all the trains, and we'd have trains go by at the school. I promise you, he probably at this point in his life is the same age as her and is not talking like her. I don't understand. His life was completely different, and the way that he had to move and learn and all that. You have been in a whole rap group. Wasn't she in Flowetry?
Yeah,
you mean she got kicked out of Flowetry?
Yeah.
Let me guess, because she's on the spectrum.
No, because she's combative. She's educated, very combative, and always right.
Has nothing to do with being on the spectrum. And I just want to say this, and I'll be quiet about that part.
After that, just bring it back to Ye after. That's all.
People can be different, and that's okay. That does not necessarily mean that you are on the spectrum per se. There are people who are actually on the spectrum that need resources and care and just far more than you are just also an asshole. She's an asshole. She just is. And she's trying to blame it on autism. No, ma'am. You're just an asshole.
And she's not working. And see, this is my thing. As a parent of some very special people, I could take offense to that statement of self-diagnosis because you're sitting there using that as a crutch to say, this is why I'm an asshole. You have to accept me because I'm self-diagnosing myself this way. But you're not dealing with anything. At no point do you look at yourself and say, okay, maybe I trip a lot, or maybe I need to view things through a different lens and stop being such a damn victim all the time, because she's a professional victim. It is never her fault. With Ye, it's like he takes whatever he has going on, and he tries to make it a superpower. He tries to make it socially acceptable. So when he flips out, they can say, you know how he is, which if anybody knows me, know I hate that type of statement and thinking. My study such is I'm not accepting no BS off nobody, especially
Right.
when you've shown me social norms for so long. Don't wait till you hit a certain digit in your account to decide that I'm about to be just this glorified asshole, because guess what? I have autism, or I'm bipolar, or I'm manic depressive. Come on, man. Come on, man. We couldn't be any of that in the 80s and 90s. No, we had to be damn quiet. That's what we had to be, and figure it out.
You gotta sit your
If you don't sit your, we got to talk to through the teeth. If you don't sit your ass down and shut your ass up before they ain't had to say much. You like,
that was third grade teacher. That's what that was.
yeah, that was the kindergarten teacher who came into the third grade teacher's classroom because Damien knew better, because I taught him in the kindergarten.
What does this mean? You ready? You ready? Look at what I'm about to.
Is that somebody rising up that shirt for that? No,
You got it. That's the universal. They about to get choked.
that's that. I'll be good. I'll be good.
That's that. I'll be good right there. The kids don't know what that means. This keypad is going crazy. That's my alarm system beeping like that. I gotta get that taken care of.
Yeah, that's just a prime example of people with behaviors that's gone unchecked for so long as adults. And now we're supposed to feel sorry for these privileged individuals that self-diagnosing themselves right now. And then as Ye had that interview with Justin LeBoy, and then you look and see his tweets. He's basically doing what he's doing because he's ran up $1 billion. He's been self-evaluated to be worth multi-billions again. And now he's exploiting the fact that he's supposedly canceled. Now he's on that end winning as a quote unquote canceled person. The other person you showed us, she's saying because of her situation, this is why I can't keep a job. This is why, no, you fall out with everybody. You're never the problem. So that's my take on it.
Yeah, I had to take care of my alarm system was beeping, so I apologize, y'all, in the back. Yeah, and I'm not going to denounce saying people are not on the spectrum. So maybe Kanye is on the spectrum. From what I understand, people on the spectrum sometimes also have symptoms and diagnoses from other areas as well. So like you may have autism and ADHD. That's not abnormal. But I just find it strange that it's these 30-plus-year-old people trying to justify, I don't want to say their shortcomings, but the unfavorable things about their personality. Does that make sense what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I always make sure you still hear me because you wouldn't move. So I'm like, ooh, I froze. Because, I guess I was, yeah. So I want to make sure I'm not doing that. So I don't know. I just think that you can be a creative genius and you don't have to be diagnosed on the spectrum. You can.
What they call it now? That everybody that say that they got self-diagnosed autism, they call it falsism. That's the new term now.
It's what?
Autism.
Is that true?
Yeah.
I've heard that.
So celebrities that say that they say they got autism.
Because it's a cop out, and it's so sad.
Autism, like with an F?
FAUX.
Yeah, because you're not clinically diagnosed with it. You're telling people this is what I believe
so that they leave you alone or let you be an asshole about stuff, let you be dumb, let you be whatever. Right? It's
the acceptance of certain behaviors.
You can get a diagnosis though. They ain't even gotta do that. You pay somebody. I mean,
you pay somebody for that.
Yeah,
get a check and everything else. It is what it is. But when you come telling me this at 37, sit your big ass down and shut up. If you don't shut up, because guess what? You get behind the wheel of a car. You get behind the wheel of a car. All of a sudden, you know the law. What's the procedure with a gun in your face?
I can't read. You're gonna have to excuse me.
No hablo inglés.
Give me a pass.
No hablo inglés, muchacho.
Yeah, it's just
you in the sanctuary city.
We just need to bring back swinging on people.
Drop your drip in the comments. Let me know. Do y'all believe that people can be diagnosed as on the spectrum and justify the actions they've taken in the past that any age. Hey, I'm about to be
self-diagnosed.
Self-diagnosed. But I'm just saying, hey, I am terminally ill. Let me go ahead and right my wrongs and say that I was on the spectrum the whole time, y'all. Sorry for the last 75 years.
Oh, it's cats that use that too. Or they be saying that they pregnant when they ain't. So they can get some free shit. Like, it's ridiculous out here. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Pregnant at 7?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah.
Hold on. Pause. Hold on. Did you just say someone said they pregnant at 70?
Yeah. There's people that
I identify as a Squid Games contestant, so I need to have y'all give me a GoFundMe.
All of that.
Somebody
Keep in mind,
Diddy.
We're coming from up under a regime that says I identify as a notebook. Turn me, and we supposed to be okay with it. But that's what I'm saying. So it's okay now. Like that type of behavior is okay. I'm diagnosing myself with this, so I identify as this type of person. That's supposed to right all of my wrongs once I do that. It's a morality car wash. You can't say anything bad about me.
Self-diagnosis is wild.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's nasty work. That's nasty work. Go talk to a specialist. Go talk to somebody who's a specialist. If you ain't got that, you doing this, I need you to do this.
And then use that to get a show.
Right
now you know that now we got a whole reality show. My battle with my self-diagnosed autism.
He could have had a show called "Can I Keep Clothes on My Wife?" I can't keep clothes on her.
Flesh fashion.
That's a good one. They need to pay you for that. So that's the last thing I had today. What happened?
No, I said it here so it could be documented.
Final drip, y'all. Make sure y'all drop some drip in the comments. Let us know what you think about the whole Kanye, whether it's his wife never having clothes on or the spectrum conversation or sanctuary cities. If you live in a sanctuary city, let us know what city you're in and if you support it being a sanctuary city or if it's ruining your life. Would love to know from the people who actually live in the vicinity.
Yes, because I don't know what that'd be like.
I don't want to know necessarily.
I don't want to know. How y'all holding up, drippers? My day drippers, my night drippers. How does it feel to know that you got people that can cross the border and have more rights to this land than you do, get more money than you do, live here for free,
don't get taxed,
all of that? Put in the comments. I can't wait to hear from you guys.
Yeah, make sure y'all like, subscribe, share with at least 2 people and a third if you can. Make sure y'all stay woke, stay paid, and stay out of trouble, and that's for sure too. Definitely.
And stay safe, but stay dangerous. My real ones know what I'm talking about.
Why is your face so?
Huh?
Yeah, I heard you said that every time.
Now my drippers get it. Stay dangerous. Stay dangerous.
Oh man. Make sure y'all check us out. We're gonna be coming live to y'all very, very soon. So if there's a topic
that's if your internet can hold up, you know what I'm saying? We gotta get that GoFundMe together for that internet to get good. Internet can't get
We'll
right.
have a buy me a coffee set up very, very soon. If y'all want to support Jim Jones's internet.
She tried to turn to the side, show that horsetail that she got back there or whatever. She always wearing the hat.
Hey, look, my whole life I was one of them little ponytail chicks fighting. That was me. So yes, I'm gonna be happy about my ponytail. A long time to fight. All my life I had to fight.
I've always enjoyed the female. They always came through with that ponytail.
It's just like, so what's up? You always ready. Like, hold on. We just said come play cards.
Hey, that's my kind of fight. Come through and put that hair in that ponytail. My real ones know what I mean.
Yeah, you gotta take it real high. That little, it's like right here in your head. That's a real one right there.
When she break out that rubber band and she get to doing this, fellas, and then she put it in that ponytail.
Yep. See, I'm
tie it
ready.
back, and then she gave you that look like. And then you
They're
find
like,
a
we
good
just
movie.
What that look
playing
be like?
spades.
What that look be like?
You be like, yeah. We gotta really see what she talk about fighting. I'm talking about
Right.
dripping.
Actual drip. She over here.
The big drip.
She trying to.
I don't know that about no sex.
She ain't trying to. She
I don't know that about no sex.
She talk about we about to fight, and then she show up and put that hair in that ponytail. I'm like, I submit. I am submissive. She be like, it's the late night drip.
Let me know if y'all had the little ponytail too.
We vibing. We vibing. We vibing. We out.